What's going on, Hampton Roads? This is Trey Walker, and I'm here with D.
Hey.
And we are here to give you guys some primary election information. As you guys know, there is an election coming up this August, and like we always do here at Hot 91, we love to give you guys information on who will be on the ballot. So, as of today, July 2nd, we are 33 days away from the primaries, which will be happening on August 4th, and 124 days away from the general election. So, the way we're going to do this, we're going to split things up by districts as well as political parties, just so we don't throw a million things at you at once. But like always, we implore that you guys go do some research on these candidates as well. So just to make you guys aware of what we're going to be voting for in these elections coming up in November, we're talking about different representatives as well as a senator. And then on the ballot, specifically for these primaries that'll be happening in the next few months, for the primaries, keep in mind that we're talking about who will be on the ballot for November whenever we're talking about primaries. So this isn't the actual typical elections that you see in November, but they are still just as important. And you guys need to know what's going on. So for these primary elections, it is based on two different criteria. It's based on the district that you reside in, as well as your political party. So whether you're voting Democrat or Republican. So you just want to keep that in mind. And again, this will be in preparation for November. I know this may be confusing, but that's why we're here. We like to make things easy for everybody.
And we're making it so easy that I even made a cute little infographic that I hope you guys see. So a lot of you are hearing this right now. If you haven't already seen the infographic, make sure you check our YouTube. Actually, go to YouTube right now because it's already posted. So we're literally going to go through this infographic with you guys. And like Trey said, we're only going to break it down. We're going to break it down bit by bit so it's not too much information. So today we're going to go over the first 5 districts. And then next week we're going to go over the last 6. There was also something else I wanted to say and it slipped my mind, but when I remember, I'll run it back. Y'all know ADHD.
It's okay.
ADHD on the brain.
As long as the information gets out there, which knowing D is going to get out there sooner or later.
I try.
So just real quick before we get into the districts, if you're voting for the Democratic primary, you're voting for Congress, you're voting for sheriffs, depending on the district, you're voting for members for county boards and city councils, as well as board of supervisors. If you are voting in the Republican primary, you're voting for Congress and a Republican candidate to run against incumbent Senator Mark Warner. All right.
I remembered Virginia is an open primary, meaning that even if you vote Republican this primary, you can vote Democrat for the general election and vice versa. Just saying.
Do with that information what you will. So in general, just the structure of Virginia and how the elections kind of work. Virginia has 11 congressional districts. So you just want to keep that in mind when we're going through these numbers. Like D said, today we'll be covering 1 through 5. And then in the next episode of these election updates, we'll be covering 6 through 11. So we just want to break things down for you. But overall, Virginia has 11 congressional districts
in 38 independent cities. So that's where the council votes and the board of supervisor votes come in. We're not going to do all the work for you. I'm just telling you this right now. We're going to give you what the candidates have on their websites. It is up to you to go to their websites and do more research. It's up to you to go and attend their campaigns and their fundraisers. And Trey,
you definitely just want to get as much information as possible and kind of learn about everything. We can only do so much in the time that we have, but we at least want to point everybody in the right direction of where to look and where to get this research because it is available. And honestly, us as journalists, we have to do some deep digging too. And we just want to let you guys know that we are doing the work. And we also want to just give you guys the resources because we're not the only ones that are voting. And I've heard this a million times. I only have one vote, so I can't carry everything on my back. That's why we got to work together. We got to band together and make informed choices. I love an informed choice, and that's why we're doing this.
Yes, we're going to go over, like I said, just the first 5. And I'm going to go ahead and tackle District 1. So District 1 is up in the northern Williamsburg area. That's going over from Williamsburg to West Point all the way up to Tappahannock. Did I pronounce that properly? Tappahannock?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, y'all know I'm not from here. Y'all know I'm not from here. And District 1 has been represented by Republican Robert J. Whitman since 2007. Now, there are no Republicans going against Mr. Whitman. However, he does have several Democratic primary contenders going against him. And before we jump into the primary contenders, there was a little bit of a controversy going on with Whitman earlier in the year. And I'm not being messy, I'm not being petty, but this is what he did. So Congressman Whitman faked an entire conversation on his cell phone a few weeks ago in June. And I think it would be just better to go ahead and drop that audio and that visual for his constituents to see and hear.
Congressman, what is Mike Johnson's secret plan to cut Social Security?
Hey, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good with that. Yeah, I'll be there in just a few minutes.
No response, sir?
I'm heading your way right now. Yeah, it's over at 416.
Congressman, what is Mike Johnson's secret plan to cut Social Security?
Listen, I appreciate that. I've got some more efforts that I want to talk to you about. There are actually more things that we have to be working on. Yeah, I want to make sure that we're putting
No response, sir.
Yeah, listen, thanks. I appreciate your help on this. I really do need some more of your input.
Congressman, what is Mike Johnson's secret plan to cut Social Security?
So I personally do not vote Republican, but if I were a Republican, Trey, I don't think I would be okay with seeing that my representative does not want to speak about my Social Security being cut.
Just avoiding the issue. That's
Mhm.
something that's really concerning because, again, keep in mind, these politicians, they're supposed to work for you and any issues that you have. And me personally, Social Security, that's a big one because that's where a lot of my money goes in my paychecks anyways. So it's like,
Exactly.
when it's pertaining to my funds that I work for, I would want some answers. So
Right.
having a member of the government avoid important questions that need to be discussed, it's a bit spooky. I don't like that.
A little spooky. Now, like I said, he doesn't have any Republicans going against him in the primary. I think the only incumbent that does have someone going against him is actually in District 5, but we'll get to them a little bit later. Let's talk about the Democrats that are trying to run in the primary. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 primary contenders for District 1. First up, Salam Badi. And I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong, but Salam Badi has 3 top priorities: Medicare for all, tax billionaires, and campaign finance reform. So if you want to see more or hear more about Salam, go to Salam, SALAAM, 4VA.com. Again, that's SALAAM, FORVA.com. Now we're going to talk about Shannon Taylor. And her website is www.shannonontaylorva.com. She says that she follows a serve the people first agenda. So she wants to go after corruption in Washington. She also has been Henrico County's top persecutor for the past 14 years. Her office, according to her, has seen a 90% homicide conviction rate, and murder rates have dropped by over 80% in the Henrico County. So it seems like she's going to be tough on crime. Seems like someone that would be good to work with Governor Spanberger, who also comes from a background of tough on crime. And she also wants to do mandatory jail time for politicians that steal taxpayer funds.
That's kind of appealing to me.
I like that.
I don't know.
Dang, I'm not in District 1.
I know, right?
I'm in 2.
That's one of them things. I'm like, ooh, turn me up a little bit.
Right. She also wants to ban members of Congress from trading stocks. So yeah, she seems tough on Washington.
I really like that. And I feel like that's something that shouldn't have been addressed now in 2026. I feel like this is something that should have been addressed.
Oh, yeah.
Decades ago.
Like Citizens United in 2010.
Yeah. So
a deep dive that we got to go on before the summer is over.
It's just good to see a little crackdown on politicians and holding people accountable because that's the only way we can move forward.
Mhm.
So hearing that is very interesting. I really like that.
Yeah. Next up, Tim Sawicki. I'm so sorry if I said your last name wrong. But Tim Sawicki is actually a community organizer and a policy advocate who says he spent more than a decade working inside and outside the government to deliver real results for real people. And his slogan is dignity for all. I like that. Dignity for all. I like that. So his goal is the fair shot agenda. He wants to rewrite the rules. So, like Shannon, he wants to ban members of Congress from trading individual stocks and also end corporate PAC dominance in federal elections. Now, does he want to end corporate PAC dominance, or does he want to end corporate PACs putting money in federal elections at all? That's something that I would personally question. He also wants to restore representation and establish a democracy dollars program so every citizen is given a $500 voucher to invest in federal candidates that they choose. That's interesting. Where would that money come from?
Yeah, I would need to look into that too. I like the idea, but how that would be executed is another thing, because politicians, they love asking for money.
Yeah.
They will ask for money
Yeah.
down.
You actually have a politician that you're gonna
I'll go over.
That you're gonna go over.
I will go over it when it's time. But yeah, politicians love asking for money. So to have like this kind of voucher, we would need to see where that money would come from.
Yeah. So you guys that are in District 1, go ahead and email Tim. You can find his email through his website at www.votetimva.com. Again, that's www.votetimva.com. And guys, don't worry if you miss getting anyone's information. This will be somewhere findable for you on our Hot 91 Instagram page, online, and also you can find it on Trey and I's social media, because we're definitely going to keep reposting this. So again, I'm going to have to run down the line. We on a time snap. Next on our list is Jason Knapp, and something that actually struck me by surprise is his priorities. So something that I see is tribal nations. So if you want to learn more about that, go to his official website, jasonknapp4congress.com. That's JASONKNAPP for Congress.com. And next up on the list, Mel Tull. And Mel Tull, he wants to strengthen our economy and champion fiscal responsibility. He also wants to have more AI regulations and more regulations for technology as a whole. So he plans on developing bipartisan frameworks for AI safety, transparency, and privacy protections, as well as improving and modernizing Virginia's infrastructure. Now, he has other priorities that are also listed on his website. And again, you can go to his website at Mel Tull for Congress. That is MELTULL for Congress.com. I told y'all it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm so sorry. Now we have Elizabeth Dempsey Beggs. And Beggs says that her campaign's top issues include affordability, healthcare, military and veterans, social justice, public safety, and immigration. And for immigration, she says that she opposes unlawful actions by ICE and supports immigration reform that is humane, constitutional, and practical, making legal immigration affordable and accessible, keeping families together, and focusing enforcement on real public safety threats, not hardworking families. You can see more of her information at www.elizabethforvirginia.com, and that is ELIZABETH for Virginia.com. And last but not least, Erica Kopp. Kopp says she is a people first Democratic advocate, and representation belongs to the people. It shouldn't be reversed for the elite. She says she won't cave to pressure. She won't be brought out. She will stand up, speak out, and hold federal officials accountable. She is also a member of Indivisible and Citizens Against APAC Corruption. Erica has a long list from A to Z of the priorities she has, but I'm going to share 3. She wants to ban ghost guns. She wants to ban lobbying for former members of Congress, senior staff, and spouses. And she also endorses a Green New Deal. Oh, one more thing. She wants to eliminate the income cap on Social Security tax. So if you want to read more about her priorities, because she has a long list of them on her website, go ahead to ericakopp.com. That's Erica, ERICKAKOPP.com. Now that was everyone for District 1.